Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
Oh, what has happened here? It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free.
Chance! What a wonderful goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pressing high and with purpose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drogba has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Timber. No, he's not going to get any further than that. He's found the way through. Crosses it in here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring.
Convertido en el minuto 19.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Lion City Sailors are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
The pass has gone astray. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He is through here. Bellingham. Oh, he's done well. And again. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Schmeichel to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Drogba. Stood up well to him there. Lahm has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pullet running with intent. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham going face to face with his great rival. Some good work on the right flank here. Cannavaro charging forward down that flank. Shapes to shoot! No, he's missed it.
Cannavaro definitely took on the run with considerable swagger until he shot.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Lo reemplazará número 1.
That is good alertness. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? This is Drogba. Real chance! Yes! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Ryan City Sailors are having a ball here. Drogba. Vigo. Donatoni. Oh, that's ambitious. Keeper is right behind it.
Well, talking about...
And that is the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
And we have our very first corner. Ryan City Sailors are looking to go forward now. And it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Schneider's cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So what can they make of this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, great run, magical! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Oh, what a mistake! There's the shot! And he's hit it too high.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Donatoni. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Donatoni really struggling to influence the game. Tries from distance. Looking for options for movement. So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Picks out, tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. In he goes again! Oh, it's fallen loose again! There it is!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Flings it across. And he's cut it out. Almiron. There's the crossfield ball. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! It's in!
They're level in a trice! Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Quarter of an hour played. Almiron. Oh, good spread. And that is headed for the middle. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Dani Olmo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a good foot in there. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Almiron. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Beckham. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Almiron. And it's made its way to him. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Almiron! Brilliant from Almiron! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Paraguay leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Almiron. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's in a great position here. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Ibrahimovic powering forward here. Now it's Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Opts for safety. 5 minutes till the break. Gomez. Alderete. Oh, that's a key interception. Alderete. And it's Gomez. That has not gone well. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Kimmich. And it's Beckham. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's the end of the first 45. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Gets us going once more.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alderete. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Almiron, given the lift of his goal. Plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Swings in across.
Well played and well cleared. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now the ball in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Almiron. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Almiron.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
A header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Substitution.
Paraguay choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. A probing pass. Mbappe gets into a good position. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look. And he's taking no chances there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. Ibrahimovic. He is through here. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 14, Neymar. Substitution in progress.
Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Alderete. Played out towards the right wing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Khan claims it without any fuss.
Paraguay clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Indonesia are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Distributed tidily. Mbappe with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Indonesia are running out of time to save themselves. Can he get it through? That's been cut out. Well played.
Paraguay really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Nicely spread. Gomez.
There will be 1 minute added
Alderete.
time.
Paraguay clearly now in lead preservation mode. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Indonesia certainly didn't see this coming. They didn't even walk the walk, never mind talk the talk.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my
my
co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Chance in football.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. And that should get the job done. That's a super give and go. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward.
And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great vision. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much...
He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Driving forward. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's a goal kick. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Kimmich gets a foot in here. Now it's Danny Olmo. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Mbappe!
Mbappe is magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Quality ball. Oh, super ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he's there to clear it. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can spring out of defence. Danny Olmo. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Indonesia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Ronaldinho. Silvestre has the space to scheme.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Aims beyond the defence. Tries one from range. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Rijkaard. Mbappe. That's really nicely played. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's really well cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Has been indicated.
Some really good ball movement. And it's half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Indonesia looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Indonesia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself up.
Chance! Danny Olmo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Ronaldinho. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been cleared. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? He's got away, and he lines up a cross, and he was alert to it.
Iran clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Passing nice and neat. Caresses it through, and he's straight offside. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And they can counter here. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That'll be a throw-in. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Distributed tidily. That's very neat. Getting up there! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pinches it off him. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's a promising position.
Iran really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's Belletti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now the cross. And that should get the job done. And he's managed to get rid. Iran have reclaimed it. That has ended up in no man's land.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's one-on-one, real chance! That's a sharp finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Number 9, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution for Indonesia, number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Coming on the
sides.
field is
Indonesia
number
are
16,
doing very
Rodri.
nicely, thank you.
Substitution in
Well, that's
progress.
pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Silvestre can get it clear. Here comes the corner.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 27, Bayan. Coming on to replace him is number 10.
Rijkaard
Hughes.
attempts a clearance. There will be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a pretty loose pass. And played right into his path. That's the keeper's ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely weighted ball.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Danny Olmo. And that's it. Indonesia are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Blue hat kindly make his way to the
all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Jordi Alba on the ball today, Peter. He'll be trying to link up the play both out wide and centrally. He really is such an integral part of this team.
Yeah, of course he is, and he'll be putting in a few teasing crosses as well, I imagine.
Yeah, and he's an extraordinary player, easily one of the best in his position.
Yamal going like a man possessed at the moment. Oh, now he'll try from distance!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
That's put paid to the danger. Xavi Alonso. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? Pau Kubasi makes the interception. That's a little off target. Xavi Alonso running with intent. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, sweet feet. Yamal was in no mood for any of that. And it's Xavi Alonso. Maldini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Boca Juniors yet to have an attempt on goal. Kirkchu. Dani Olmo gets a foot in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard to Maldini. And it's Rijkaard. Kukçu. Pepe. Aimed at the far side. And the keeper beats it away. Ferran Torres. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to play it through. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the
chance for a shot! And he can thump it away. Boca Juniors are behind here, despite their domination of possession.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's gone loose. Ferran Torres. Timber.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Totti. Xavi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Ferran Torres. Iniesta. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Alonso. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. Dani Olmo, who does have an assist to his name. Busquets. Here's Rodri. Ball's played through. Yamal in acres of space out wide. There's the shot! Pepe. Drogba makes a dash for it. And this is Totti. And the referee has blown for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Boca Juniors trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Boca Juniors can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Boca Juniors clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And they've got rid. And here's Iniesta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Timber. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Timber. Kokchu. Pepe. That's Rijkaard. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking for options. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Totti is flagged offside. And it's Totti. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Xabi Alonso has cut it out, and he's heaved it away. Pepe. Kokchu. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's... Totti! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso goes short. And it's Xabi Alonso. Totti. There's the delivery. Rodri getting this one clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alonso. He's a sharp little ball here. Always goal side. Oh, what a mistake. Shoots! And it's in! Boca Juniors are all square. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Numero 11, Drogba!
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Jordi Alba. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
And the keeper's given it away. Now he's... Can he finish? Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Numero 20.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
It's Totti!
Boca Juniors really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Cannavaro. He's had it taken off him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Boca Juniors are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Ibrahimovic. Timber.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Kochu. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti
2
di
minutes
recupero.
to be added on. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Ibrahimovic. And here's Totti. And that's that. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He
takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice control. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's going wide left. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hazard knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior tries one from range. Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's nice. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Timber. Now Mbappe. Timber, great defending, strong and determined. Vinicius Junior is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Vissel Kobe definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Maldini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been played through. Space for him to turn and look. Very nicely done. Maldini was in no mood for any of that. Kukçu. Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. It's played through for him. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's had it nicked away. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, just skips past his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Not the most accurate pass. Robson. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
He is just caressing the ball. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. He's had it taken off him. Zanetti. Totti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. Hazard. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And we come to you
How's the
now
first
with
half
a quick
compared with your
request for
expectation?
support from
Well,
our
simply
charity
put,
fund,
Peter, they
Champion
haven't been
Football.
good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And it's Timber. That is lovely.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. Zanetti chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Ball played for Kokchu. Totti wants to run onto this. Maldini can get it clear. A lot of space ahead of him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ibrahimovic. Robson. Now, can they get him away? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a good finish. How they've waited. Now they have it. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Totti.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice-looking ball. Lofted in. Cleared away. The message is clear. None shall pass. Has a look and plays it forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And that is high.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Leicester gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Hazard. Great ball if he can get there. And shooting chance! He lifts the roof! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Vissel Kobe are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And it's been taken
18,
short.
Vinicius
Now it's
Junior.
Kokchu. Plays it in low. Rossi deals with that
Number
comfortably.
6,
Vissel
Robson.
Kobe have the chance to go
Number
the other
22,
way.
Hazard. Coming on the field.
Kokchu.
Number 9,
Timber.
Bullet. Number 25,
Back to the keeper it goes.
Doda. Number 21,
And it's
Yamar.
Chiellini.
Number 7, Schneider.
Maldini.
Number 24, Desiree.
Ball played for Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. Vissel Kobe have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Zola goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. What a throw in. Schneider. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Stood up well to him there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lovely bit of skill. He'll try from distance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Zola really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
It's a promising position. Swings it across. Czech deals with that nice and simple.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Zola, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Mbappe. Bergobin produces the perfect tackle there. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Taken back almost at once.
Xavi Alonso,
David Villa. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kukçu's impressive jump. It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Villa.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. Caceres does well to get it back. Timber. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
Xavi Alonso.
He's looking wide. David Villa gets a foot in here.
Xavi Alonso.
Dixon. Great defending, strong and determined. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Brazil are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Messi.
Xavi Alonso.
Dixon. Neymar. And it's Caceres. That's going across goal. Chiellini deals with that comfortably. And the counter is on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. Thinks about the shot. Shapes to shoot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Driving on and making good progress. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Dixon. Messi. Nice physical challenge. Kukçu concedes a free kick for that. The pass has gone astray. And it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe. Caceres. Over to the other side. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Villa. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And oh no, what has happened here? We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's a good run down the left. Ibrahimovic. Kaka. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Donatoni. Xavi Alonso. And Dixon.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Donatoni. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Indonesia have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So the action resumes. Indonesia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Donatoni pinches it off him. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Kaká cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Berbatov. Xavi Alonso.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa. And here's Berbatov. Indonesia are still that goal to the good. Messi. He's in a great position here. Neymar. Almost an hour gone. And here's Messi. No way through there. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Villa. Oh, that's neat.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and a
good chance here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Xavi Alonso is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, sweet feet. And he's been shifted off it. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Xavi Alonso. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And this is Neymar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Kaká. And here's Berbatov.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Villa. He's being urged to shoot. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Dixon. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that's beautifully weighted. One 0 as we head towards the end. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Khan clears. Indonesia have it back and can go again. Very much into the last knockings. Short changes him with that pass.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Neymar. Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pass somewhat off target. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Looking here to chip it through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. This is a promising build-up. Zanetti. That could spell trouble. Shot could be... There's the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Schneider plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Messi running with the ball. Cruyff. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. He is through here. And Seedorf! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Hazard. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he's worked it through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And it's Seedorf. Seedorf! Vitinha might just make this. So we're still where we started right now. That is ended up in no man's land. Schneider gets into a good position. Schneider stood his ground strongly. Stam attempts a clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Maldini gives no quarter whatsoever.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Maldini
is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pinches it off him. Looking for a runner. It's out for a goal kick. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Timber. Looking for options for movement. And he's intervened well there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Backward it goes. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cruyff. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Zanetti. And it's Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Space for him to turn and look. Thuram proves too strong. Can he spark a counter here? And he's decided to go for it. He's got away with one there. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. It's a promising position, an instinctive delivery. He's there and gets it away. Chance, surely! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Ibrahimovic cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Great vision. Now it's Messi. And this is Cruyff. Looks across and plays it in. Here comes another cross. Ronaldo gets flagged offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had it taken off him. That is good alertness. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. Away we go again.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Cruyff. Vitinha, who is rarely short on confidence. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Try from distance, and it's come back out to him. There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Manchester United are in front now. And the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Almost an hour gone. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's... And a chance! And that's a good finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. Well read. And the danger is averted. And sent off! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Well, that pass isn't the best. Quality ball. Threads one in. That's been intercepted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Timber. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rice. And it's Ibrahimovic. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rice cannot be beaten that easily. Pass somewhat off target. Akanji. Thuram. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Stam. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Azar. Akanji. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Zanetti. Nesta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic! That's been cut out, well played. That has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Always going over the top.
There will be 5 minutes.
He came in hard, very hard. Vitinha. And here's the chance to counter. 5 minutes to add. Nicely aimed pass. Rice. Thinks one through. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Oh no, this does not look good.
Real chance!
Oh, and the referee says that that is it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not
And we
today.
come to you now with a quick request.